first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Cooper again the target, but now it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. This pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Desmond King back deep. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
First down, Prescott. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Rolling to his right.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill on the move to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10.
Here's Tannehill. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Tannehill. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. forced out to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Aaron Jones
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
The give is to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Aaron Jones
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott yet again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over with his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around. Next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, the juke. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Throwing, Prescott. Flush to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Meadows. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Meadows being chased out left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 3rd and 2, Meadows flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. 31 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. And this is caught. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Meadows buying time to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Off play action. Meadows steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Meadows. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Off the play fake. Meadows rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off-play action. Meadows.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
177 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jones again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Off the play fake. Meadows.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Meadows.
A check down here to Jones.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Meadows out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Deshaun Wright there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Aaron Jones
27 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,